The Boys is known for its increasingly outlandish and darkly comedic scenes. It begins with the brutal death of Huey's girlfriend Robin in the first episode.
Robin?
And progresses to the extreme. Even a mock-up of how Thanos may have appeared if Ant-Man had just climbed up his behind and detonated him from the inside was shown. Homelander has engaged in some horrendous crimes simply because he can. He basically can do whatever he wants because of his invincible power. As each season progresses, Homelander becomes more of a risk to society and acts even worse than the one prior. Almost everything that happens in The Boys is related to Homelander somehow. The public is split on whether to adore or despise him. Butcher wants him destroyed, and Vought wants to manage him. Homelander loves being in the spotlight above all else, but he is willing to risk his reputation because then he would have nothing to lose. Here are his top 10 frightening incidents. Homelander's unusual connection to Madeline Stillwell dates back to his early years. He naturally wants direction and attention because he was raised without parents and friends. However, Stillwell abuses Homelander's innocent faith for Vought's gain. After he learns of her betrayal, Homelander lovingly takes Stillwell's face in his hands. He then expresses his gratitude for her honesty, kisses her on the forehead, and melts her brain into mush. He kills Black Noir in Season 4 for eerily identical and equally heinous reasons. His sincere belief further demonstrates the Homelander's complete inhumanity that his acts are justifiable. It was so startling when Homelander outs Maeve without her permission. Maeve keeps her relationship with Elena a secret because she fears Homelander will view it as a personal slight. Homelander speaks with Maria Menounos on a talk show about the hashtag #HeroesSoWhite social phenomenon. He cites A-Train's African-American ancestry as evidence of Vought's diversity before revealing a shocking secret. Maeve is outed by Homelander without her consent, calling her a strong, proud lesbian with a gorgeous girlfriend. Homelander's description of Elena as Hispanic makes this claim even worse, as if including a racial adjective would strengthen his case. Another disgusting and condemnable moment is when Homelander sexually harasses Starlight. Homelander greets Starlight and takes her on a tour of the Seven's headquarters. Homelander informs her that she has one final assignment to complete if she wants to join the team. Just as she was getting settled in her seat at the main table, Homelander approached her with a malicious smile. Homelander has pulled down his pants and expects Starlight to suck his thing, much to Starlight's disgust. She was so horrified that at first she believed he was a fake or was under mind control. She begs A-Train and Black Noir for assistance, but they both pee their pants and want her to take care of them next. Starlight was about to leave the team when Homelander stopped her and warned her that she would be fired from the group if she did. Ultimately, she decided to join the Seven despite the humiliation of sexual harassment. In contrast to the Amazon TV series, Homelander, not the Deep, is the one who pushes himself on Starlight at this moment. A-Train and Black Noir eventually join in. The struggle between good and evil is ongoing in The Boys. One such instance is Ryan. The biological son of Homelander and Butcher's wife is Ryan. Ryan possesses the abilities of a Homelander, but the maternal empathy of his mother. He is easily manipulated because he wants a father figure in Butcher and Homelander when he is a child. Ryan is verbally abused by Homelander, who describes him as pitiful and helpless. He turns Ryan against Butcher in Season 3 and presents him as his adoring son to the world. Two Homelanders are the absolute last thing the world needs. Another scary moment is when Homelander Homelander kills Translucent in the Season 1 finale. Translucent was a member of the Seven until his untimely death at the boys' hands. He then decides the best way to kill him. The idea is to stick a bunch of C4 up his after capturing him and failing to pierce Translucent's bulletproof carbon metamaterial skin. This also gives him his invisibility powers. The boys decide to murder Translucent after Homelander almost discovers their covert location. He bargains with Huey for his life and attempts to flee, but Huey detonates the bomb just in time. Homelander unleashed his powers on a plane full of people. It caused many innocent people to lose their precious lives. The incident in Season 1, Episode 4 of Homelander is the most sinister and talked about scene. He was dispatched with Queen Maeve, Dominique McElligott, to rescue a terrorist hijacked jet carrying innocent bystanders. When they came, the passengers applauded, and Homelander reassured them that he was coming to save them and transport them to safety. Homelander kills the terrorist, but he also kills the pilot and irreparably ruins the flight controls while taking out the terrorist. Homelander persuades her to depart with him and let the jet crash despite the passengers' cries for help and Maeve's. The passengers were pleading for their lives and the lives of their children. This situation is the most horrifying sequence in The Boys, a program known for its violent, bloody violence. Another insanely horrifying moment was when Homelander pushed his son off the roof. Homelander attempted to teach his son, Cameron Crovetti, how to use some of his skills in Season 2 to build a relationship with him. Homelander tried to persuade the little child to leap off the top of his home. Homelander told him that he would start flying as soon as he jumped off, although the young boy showed fear and reluctance by telling him he would fall. Homelander pushed his son off the roof when he wouldn't jump because he thought his instincts would make him soar. The boy, instead, fell flat on his face, much to his mother's horror. Homelander killed Ashley in Season 2 after she threatened to expose him. The murder was a true example of atrocity and a hostile attitude. Stan Edgar and Ashley Barrett are ousted as the owners of Vought by Homelander, who then turns the business into a thinly veiled dictatorship. Homelander, unlike most rulers, doesn't require troops or bodyguards to subjugate the Seven. He compels Timothy, the octopus, to be consumed by the Deep in a particularly disgusting scene. The Deep begs Homelander to save his molluscan friend because he has kids, but Homelander refuses. Homelander declines, and the Deep is forced to comply. Later, he directs the Deep to kill a vice presidential contender to advance Victoria Newman's political career. Homelander ruthlessly killed Blindspot and proved his atrocity will not stop. Homelander could be more impressed when introducing a potential new Seven member. Due to his disability, Blindspot, Chris Mark, a Daredevil-like hero, will, in Ashley's, the Seven's PR agent's opinion, benefit the group's reputation. He is blind, but his other senses are greatly enhanced, and he moves quickly using sound. He presents himself as friendly and excited to see Blindspot in classic Homelander fashion. He shows mannerisms before squeezing his ears shut, bursting his eardrums, and leaving him writhing around on the ground, all in blood. He threatens Vought's talent director, Ashley, Colby Minifie. He uses another slur before calling Blindspot just another useless blind guy and leaving. The Boys is notorious for its relentless stream of brutal, violent deaths, most of which are committed by Homelander, the troubled leader of the Seven, Anthony Starr. Homelander is a superhero in the universe of The Boys. To the uninitiated, Homelander is comparable to DC's Superman because both have similar abilities and patriotic themes. However, Homelander lacks the the morality of the Blue Boy Scout. Homelander is immoral because of his vast power, allowing him to carry out various horrible crimes throughout the series without being caught. Undoubtedly, the world is about to see more skulls being crushed. People may see more bodies exploding and new abhorrent characters with the official release of Season 3. Yet with everything Homelander has done so far, can he continue to get progressively worse? Which one do you think is the worst and most horrific moment of The Boys?